unexpected intro to this video. Here we are stranded on the side of the road. I noticed the truck was losing air rapidly. I have a gauge in here, and as you can see, the one side all the way down. So I was like, So we pulled over and found a leak in an airline. So we got some electrical tape. I think we might be good. Keep going to Clayton's or maybe just turn around and get a different vehicle. Got the airline out. We're just gonna tape that up and we'll see if it holds. Oh.
There we go, roadkill approved.
Got her all taped up there.
So we'll stick it back in and see what happens.
Yeah. I mean, it'll probably be good enough to get back anyway. I also forgot that this was in the back of the truck in a panic trying to pull over, and it rolled all over the place, but it didn't hit this and we didn't all die. So yeah, see if this works. We got the line back in place there. Fire up and see what happens. Immobilizer.
Oh no, I still hear it leaking.
Still leaking.
Okay, hold on. Just make sure it stays.
Not as badly though. That's definitely the leak. Hey, don't
pump it up again.
You should not be under there. I do not recommend that, sir. As it could blow anytime I hit the switch and crush his head.
I don't know.
That's got to be it. Seems like it's leaking slower to me.
It must be, I guess. I don't know. It's too hard to tell.
All right, well, I think the plan now is going to be to pull it out once more, retape, then we'll see what happens. Well, just had some breaking news here. It's not the main line of the bag, actually. It's the gauge line.
It's one of these.
Rob moved one of those and we could hear it. So that's easier to deal with and won't affect us as much. So I just aired it up again. It's been about 10 seconds since I hit the switch. Electrical tape for the win,
yeah.
Once again. We think it might have rubbed that hole in that line on the drive shaft.
I think so.
This thing's just full of safety. But anyways,
Okay, let's get out of here.
time to go do what we actually plan to make a video of today. No sooner did it start leaking as Rob closed the hood. That was probably too much of a bump for it. Never mind driving down the road.
I got another idea too. You got the tape still?
Yeah.
Okay, give me the tape. We got another plan.
Yes. That is a good plan.
Well, it won't leak then like that, right? Like,
and even if it leaks a bit, it'll only let a bit. Yeah. Mini truck engineers here. This is the first time this truck has ever let me down like this with air ride. It's ridiculous, and there's stuff like the drive shaft rubbing on lines and all kinds of stuff, so it's pretty surprising. Some cool truck over there. All right,
I like that.
hit the switch. What? Oh yeah, the gauge.
It's not gonna work now.
The gauge doesn't work now. Yeah, I guess we're hitting the road. Anyways, here we are. Mustangs everywhere. LS engines being blown apart.
We're live. My ass.
We're not live, but
We had a little
videoing.
incident on the way here.
Started the video already.
Slightly blown airline.
So what are we doing today? What are you doing today, Clayton?
I'm doing my V-band on my single 4-inch exhaust.
Talked about it in a previous
Taking
video a
off
little bit. I
the
think.
band clamp.
Well, these heads are pretty clean.
Doing some welding. That's why we have the welding tank in the back. Rob is gonna help him do welding and shit horse things, and I'm gonna do shit horse things and tune it. So that's what we got in store, and that's what we're gonna do now.
Check you later.
Yeah, and that's all. All right, so here at Clayton's junkyard, gonna pull the water pump off this thing, and then we'll go over what we did to the new water pump to make it the same as this with this blocked off and that in there so it fits on this engine. Got the water pump out. Now it's time to modify it. Problem with the truck one with the tube coming out the top is you can't put an LS intake on an engine like that. So this is necessary. Clayton's getting to work on his V-band situation.
Power of the V power.
Yeah. He's doing this just as like a quality of life upgrade, as they say. His exhaust would slip and hit the frame because it had a band clamp on it. Now we're V-banding.
Loosening off.
Clayton's get the V-band welded on there. Professional welder. He's definitely like 10 times better than me, so imagine what I'm like. But anyways, we got that water pump all modded up. And basically, I was gonna go over that, but all it is the steam tube return we put with a little fitting onto the top. And like I said, the little truck manifold swap there, because if there's that thing there, you can't really put a throttle body on this LS style intake, car style intake. And there's people here, but that's all right.
Some Kia guy.
Yeah, so we're gonna slam this back on, put the throttle body back on, then start it up, and then the fun begins with the tuning and stuff. I'll throw them back together.
If I can get out of here, that is.
Yeah, might have to Austin Powers a little bit, or just drive right around it that way, but. Keep in mind, it still needs a tune, but it idles.
Still got 50 pounds oil pressure, so.
Nice.
It's like the lifter's kind of like a little bit of noise until it starts and then it goes away.
Super quiet though, compared.
I can hear it in here a bit, but.
Standing beside the car though, it's like silent.
I think I can go this way. I said we're gonna take, for Clayton's car for the first race of the year, we're just gonna take these 3 springs, shove them in the wastegate, and then just squeeze them really good. Really get the boost going.
It'd be like diesel boost levels.
Yeah, 40, 50 pounds maybe.
Yeah. And we're thinking the same for the shit horse. All the springs and all these. Look at all these nice Mustangs. This is kind of a nice angle here with them all pulled up here.
Yeah.
The Triforce of fox bodies.
Mustang City.
SPP fox bodies.
All turbos too.
Yeah, exactly. Turbo fox bodies. This one just needs a Chevy engine in it,
Yeah.
and then they're all good. But we're gonna probably run hopefully like 14 psi in the shit horse back there. That's what we were just talking about. That should
Might as
do
well.
okay. Maybe get it on this list that we're having, a list race. It's like Street Outlaws at our local drag strip. We're hoping to be there. Not with this for the first one, but with these two. Crazy how much the ground shakes with this thing running on jack stands. It's ridiculous.
The floor's all cracked. You're cracking the floor.
Shaking the earth. Meanwhile, over here, I'm starting to do some tuning. I changed the engine to 6 liter, which does nothing, but I'm gonna go into the V table next probably and do some other stuff. I mean, this tune was okay with it before, besides the fact that it now has more displacement with the 6 liter, so it needs to be scaled to that. Some things changed. And
It's got a little bit of rust or something on it.
we got a bit more of a permanent solution going on for the air ride mobile now. We just put a plug in there. So problem solved. But that road fix worked pretty good. I'm just gonna air it up now and see if it loses any air before we take off. I just loaded in a tune. The only thing I changed with it, I'll show you quickly, is in the engine tab and then general. That drop down really does nothing. And then you just change the cylinder volume here to this number, which I Googled, and then that actually scaled the VE table, which I kind of thought it did, but I couldn't remember. It's been a while. So it scaled that, and then I just added 5% to all of that for now. And we'll start it up, and I think it's good to start. I'm gonna add a bit more fuel in there probably, and then we'll just start it again. I'll keep doing that until it's something reasonable. And it doesn't have trans fluid in it, does it?
Yeah, what do you mean?
But it's like leaked, so it's like low.
I don't know.
Carefully drive it.
Check it.
Did it drive good up here?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll drive it quick and see what happens. But yeah, tuning. So I added some more fuel like I said I was gonna do, but then it wouldn't even start. It would just crank and backfire. So added too much maybe. I'm just gonna see what the AFR does currently like this, driving under load, because that idle went lean, but that's not under load, so see how she goes. Transmission might also be low on fluid. Might be why it's not shifting, so I don't want to give her around too much, but it's lean, but it's close. Yeah. Alright, we gotta turn around here. So now we're in a random driveway. I tried stepping on it, reverse didn't want to happen. Hopefully I didn't mess the transmission up doing that. This is not a good spot to be. You'd think maybe the guys would say, I wonder where Mike is, I wonder if he needs a tow. Just have to walk it back there. Leave the car randomly sitting in a driveway. Going down the road it wasn't flipping and forward, but yes, in reverse with the grade of the driveway onto the road. Fucking shit horse. Yeah, well, it's playing music. I know. I mean, it's not the hugest deal, but I wanted to get the fuck out of there, considering we probably pissed these neighbors off with this car all the time, and now it's blocking their driveway.
Oh, you're like right in their driveway.
Yeah.
I thought you were like...
Well, I tried to go forward more to build up speed and get off of it, and then that didn't work either.
They're probably not home.
Wow.
They have a fancy mansion, so...
So, we came here and we pushed it back out of the driveway. But it literally has like no fucking transmission gears because it's low on fluid. Because it all leaked out. I don't know if that was in a previous video, but out the dipstick tube we think it was. So Clayton's gone to get some fluid so we can get it back like that.
Doesn't have any.
Oh. Or a chain and a truck like I originally suggested. This is the story of tuning this car usually. I go to tune it and then there's a mechanical failure of some kind. This isn't really a failure, it's just a leaky transmission, but nonetheless, this is typical stuff. And if you're super new, it's a 6-liter under the hood with a GT45 VS Racing turbo, 80-pound Siemens deck injectors. Right now it's on about 8 pounds of boost, not that I got anywhere near that, but yeah, tuned with a stock computer, as you can see on the floor there. And we're into it for about a total of It's been a couple of years now, so there's been like some fixing and rebuying of parts, probably about 7 grand, and it's paid for by 5 friends. That was the idea with this car. So we're gonna try pushing it, like literally. NASCAR styles, guys.
If you start it up and put it in gear, once it gets on a flat surface, it'll probably just go.
If you want me to.
Well, I don't know.
Hold on, I'm gonna put it in park.
That's up to you.
Before I start it.
Okay, hold on.
Or maybe just.
Hold on.
Okay, hold on.
Or just push it. That's up to you. But I think once you get onto a nice flat surface, it'll probably go. If it starts.
What the fuck?
Why is it doing that? That's weird.
I don't know. Fan on, okay. Oh, this is so bad. I hate doing shit like this. Destroying the newly rebuilt transmission. Clayton's gonna try to push me again, probably. I guess if we can limp it like this, still super bad. Even though I kind of hate this TH350 transmission. Have to do some more tuning on this once we figure out the transmission. Always something. All right, so that's gonna be it for today's Saturday afternoon adventures. We need trans fluid. We need to fix that leak, and then we need to get on tuning it more. We also have to pick up a shifter from a fellow YouTuber, and it'll be ready to rip. Tater chip. This one is ready to rip, tater chip. This one is a little far away, but this week we're gonna be working on it. Yeah, got some things accomplished today. Clayton got the V-band all done on here.
Hands to make her dance.
Yeah.
Did you show them?
No, it's
No.
nothing worth showing. It's just shitty goose shit welds. That's all it is.
All right, let me get my lighter.
But we fired it up when I was done, and there's no leaks. So
That's the important part.
that's all that matters.
Oh, it's not that bad. Could be worse.
Could be better.
You should have filmed the install, so at least we got to film the aftermath.
The install?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
The install. You just installed that.
Yeah.
You didn't film it though.
Yeah, I got some clips of him
You did.
doing things.
That's what I'm saying.
Ground
So you got to
beef.
show the aftermath.
Yeah,
Oh, I see.
it's pretty simple. Aftermath.
Yeah, before it was happening, it was like that band clamp wouldn't hold it good, and on a hard launch, it would actually slip back a bit, and the muffler would start banging on the frame in the back. So this should hold it better.
Definitely.
It's that full exhaust life. All right, well, that's a wrap for this one.
It's a wrap.
It's a header wrap.
Until the next one. Yeah, I got some header wrap today too, along with the computer parts. They're here, so you're probably not going to see, like, I'll be using the computer long before you see this, but they arrived today.